What is going on, everybody? Vishal here. So a couple of weeks ago I made a video on the 5 things that I like about the G35. So it's only fitting that I make a video on the things that are annoying about the G35. So the first annoying thing about the G35 is the headlights. They start turning yellow over a period of time. And I know you might not be able to see it clearly on film, but the clear coat for the car tends to break off over time. Now obviously this car is 12 years old, so you're gonna start getting this yellow haze or this white haze all around the car. Now one of the ways to maintain it is obviously to clean it constantly, but the other way to do it is obviously to buff them out. Now another annoying thing for the G35 is the engine burns a lot of oil. So you find yourself, or I find myself, putting a lot of extra oil in just to be safe every 3,000 to 4,000 kilometers. Now my engine is relatively healthy compared to some of the engines that my friends have. One of my friends, his engine burned so much oil that after driving it for 2,000 kilometers it's pretty much black. So it's good to top it up every maybe 2,000 to 3,000 kilometers, depending on how much oil your engine burns. So staying with the engine, obviously to know if your engine's burning oil, you have to obviously check the engine dipstick. Now that comes to my fourth annoying thing about the G35, the dipstick. It's easy to get out, but to put back in, the angle at which you put the dipstick into the engine is so stupidly designed. It's so far back or so far down into the engine. Let me see if I can zoom in and you guys can see it. I don't think you can even see it in the camera, but it's such a weird angle to get it in, and it's always a struggle to put the stick back in. So another really annoying thing about the G35 is the seat lever to recline the seat forward and back makes contact with the leather here. So anytime you want to recline the seat forward and back for your passenger, or if anybody's sitting in your car and they want to recline it, they're going to have to pull a lever which makes contact with the leather, and over time, the more frequently you keep doing it, the leather is going to start ripping. And another thing is the seat bolster here. Every time you get in and out, if you don't lift yourself off the seat and kind of get out, obviously you can see my passenger side one is starting to rip already. The friction from that is going to start ripping the seats. You saw my passenger side, and you can see my driver's side here. It's pretty bad. It's not too bad, I can stitch it up, but again, it's just a really annoying design flaw. Every time you pull the lever to recline, unfortunately, over time, your seat's going to start ripping. Now, every time I do it, I kind of just push the leather a little bit forward or in, and then I pull the lever. Obviously, you don't have to do that, or you can do that to save the leather or the seats. So another really annoying factor with the G35, or issue with the G35, is the passenger and driver door lock actuators and window motors. Now for my car, luckily the window and the lock actuator for the driver's side work perfectly fine. I'll show you a little demonstration of that. Let me just turn the car on real quick. So that's the driver's side. It works fine. And when I do lock and unlock, it works fine as well. But when I go over to the passenger side, none of them work. So as you can see, I am clicking the passenger side window, and you can hear the clicking as well. And even if you try to do it from this side, it won't work. And that goes same for the lock actuator. You can hear the noise, but it doesn't move. Now, this has been a design flaw for the G35, and anybody and everybody that I know that has a G35 has had an issue with this. Now, the parts itself aren't that expensive, but it's just really annoying to get the parts, to source them, and to install them. I'll have a install video coming soon for the door lock actuator, because I have one of those and I have to put those in, so stay tuned for that.